And as I laid there on that ice-cold concrete, I said to myself, well, that was embarrassing. I hope nobody saw that. And then I went to get up, and I raised my leg, and I realized I couldn't get up. My foot dangled helplessly off the end of my leg, a dead weight on a stick. And in an instant, everything changed. I was doing exactly what I thought I was supposed to do. But this was not a bad injury or a severe injury. This was catastrophic. And I did not hear the voice of Jesus, only the voice of the enemy whisper in my ear, game over. No! But no tears, no pain, and no anger would stop it. And instead I took the cement of my pain, the gravel of my anger, and the wetness of my tears, and I built a brick. And I took that brick and it was the last brick in a wall I built around myself. And I lived in that brokenness. I went to the hospital. The doctor said he might have to cut my foot off. And I said no. And I knew I could beat it. I knew I could do it. I could do it on my own. I was going to walk out of that hospital. And I didn't walk out of the hospital. Well, I was going to get better. I was going to work harder than anybody ever worked. And I was going to do this myself. And I built that wall. And that wall just stayed there in between me and God. And I lived in that anger. And I never showed it. If you ever heard me talk about my leg, you've only heard the laughter. You've only heard the jokes. You've only heard the happy-go-lucky story. But it changed my life. And after a year of still not being healed, one day I made a decision. And for the first time since I was 14 years old, I showed up in church of my own volition on Easter Sunday, looking for what I was missing, looking for something to fill that void in my life, looking to crash down that wall. And I left church that day, determined that I would never return to church again. I was not welcomed with open arms. I was cast aside. I was an outsider. I was not worthy of what they had. I was not worthy to be included. And I was angry. I was as angry as I've ever been. And then I thought about it. I said, I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only person who has been denied the love of Christ, denied Christian fellowship, denied the gospel. And I thought, who else? And my wife and I talked about it, and we made a decision. And it was a long, arduous decision. And I was planning on saying no because it was absolute lunacy. Sell your house. Use the money to live on for a couple of years while you go to Christian college. And I didn't want to do it. But I arranged a visit. And I came here. And Paul Wilson spoke into my heart. And in August of 2017, after another surgery, I crutched here onto the campus. And I crutched myself into coffin. Game on.